Welcome back, guys, to Tabletop Masquerade!
Yeah.
We're back from our month-long little break and hiatus. The one shot turned itself into a two shot. Thank you again, Michael, for DMing for that. No, dude, that was awesome. I had a blast, dude. Thank you for allowing me to be a player.
I'm really glad to be back in the passenger seat because, oh my goodness, it's exhausting.
It is a little bit.
All the time.
It is definitely a journey in itself. But welcome, lords, ladies, dudes, duets, everybody who's watching. Thank you for the comments and everything that we've been seeing. We love you guys. We're going to tune back into our Whispers of the Grove campaign. With me, as always, I have Michael, I have Rebecca, we got Caden, David, Alex, Megan, and Wesley. So let's just jump right into it. Let's have some fun. Let's do a quick little recap, because it has been a month.
We ended on episode 4, right?
It's 4 or 5. I can't remember.
The last thing I have written down is 4.
You say
We need to pull up
it's
the YouTube
4.
channel.
We might need to pull up the channel.
I have annotations from when I watched the YouTube video to catch up.
Yo, that's so smart. I need to start doing
I
that.
missed, and then we did the one shot.
You
Oh my
genius.
gosh.
Sorry, I'm throwing things on the floor.
So I know we figured out
Control yourself.
everybody's name. We literally went through mom, dad, eldest bro, second, all the way down to the youngest.
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
And that's when I think everybody started splitting off. I think
We have tasty pains now.
We ended
that's
on
right,
4.
Tasty Pains. Mike, you and Megan went,
Oh
and
yeah.
you found your way to the bakery,
Mm-hmm.
where you found the symbol, the eyeball symbol.
Yes, the eyeball
You also
symbol.
found the meeting room and what looked like a torture chamber or an interrogation room of some sort.
Yeah.
You burnt that shit down. Flinris, you made your way back to the gun shop,
Yes.
and I think while you were there, you ran into Wes. And
No,
together,
I went and tracked Wes down so that he would help
that's right, you
me.
dragged his ass back.
Yes.
Together, you guys
Get over
made
here and help me.
the ultimate in walkie-talkie technology.
Correct.
Yeah, that was sick, dude.
Hell yeah.
And then I believe after that,
A lot of window licking.
That's when.
We made a lot of money from window
made a
licking.
lot of
Yeah.
money from the window
Y'all are
licking.
just mad because once we clean this castle, it's over.
Wasn't there somebody who tried to break into the inn
Yes.
and tried to kill Petal, and then didn't find him, went to sleep, and everybody had interesting dreams. And that's when we went to the parade where Petal's youngest sister happened to be, the sixth sibling, Finya, and there was another royal male elf who appeared, and I believe that was the third brother,
He approached us, didn't he?
Bahaloon.
I
Bedalun.
thought he saw us earlier in the day. It's the same guy that we saw earlier in the
I
day.
think so, yeah.
Kronk still has the ability to trap Petal.
I do.
Man, you do some good flowers. Okay.
And then we ran into Petal's dad.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
That's right.
in the hall, right?
Yeah, we
Right.
went into
Oh,
the
they
Haven War.
went. They finally made it to
We
the
made it into
castle.
the
He
castle.
said, what did you
Meet the
return
King
from?
Havenor, yeah.
Yeah.
Because we were going to meet the king and clean windows.
Yeah.
I feel like we already had that, like, you had, like, your quote, like, you did your proposal and
Yeah.
stuff.
Well, he gave us like 6. Where's the note?
Bedalun gave him a count of how many windows are in the manor last he heard from the architect.
Yes, so
but
we
it
gotta do
wasn't
the
like,
math.
you're allowed to do this, we're gonna pay you yet.
Yeah.
Okay.
Perfect. So, yes, so we just made our way. We went through the whole grove. We are now into the high keep of Grove Magnala. So this is where you went across the bridge. You went through the whole grove. Went across the bridge over the river.
Did you have a sticky note of the math that we had to do for it?
Went across the bridge.
I don't have the map, but
Went into the high
the
keep.
map for how much you did.
Big drawbridge, big wooden doors open up. Royal. I mean, I'm talking about like high upscale, like castle. Like, you enter this big amphitheater of a room. There's like the very stereotypical carpet rolled out to the stairs in the back with a big stained glass window. Some depiction
Yeah, that's
of
the math I was
these elves
So it's like
fighting some
6,000
sort of
windows
mystical
if we go off
beast.
of that.
And of course, the two stairs, the staircase that goes up to 1 leads to 2, goes up into the higher rooms and halls. And standing at the top, you see a very old, like gray-haired or silver-haired elf. You see the age in his face, standing with his back towards you. And as you enter, he slowly turns around, and you see this look of like, almost like it's a lost look, where he's trying to he just figured like a puzzle was built in front of him, and he's trying to see what the picture is. As he's starting to put the puzzle pieces together, he knows one daughter, he knows the one son, but now there's someone that he doesn't fully quite recognize standing before you. It's like a spark. You see his eyes start to open and widen as his realization hits. My long-lost daughter, finally returning home to where she grew. It's been some years since we have seen you, Etelune. He stretches his arms wide. Come closer. Let me get a good look at you. As you see kind of Petal take a moment of pause, and Phinia grabs her hand, looks up at her, and kind of gives her a nod of affirmation, starts leading her up the way. Are we walking with them right now? Or are we just kind of hanging out, watching the scene?
This moment.
Yeah. That's good, man.
So all three siblings, Behaloon, Phinia, and Petal, or Etelune, start to walk up. They go down the long carpet up to the stairs. The Havenor starts to walk down. He reaches out, he cups Petal's face in his hands. You see a single teardrop start going down his face. He moves the hair out of her face. And you kind of see him have this look of searching. And you don't see Petal's face, her back is towards you. But he's really staring deeply into her. It's almost like he's looking through her, or he's reading something about her. So his hands are still cupped on her face. The years have not been nice to you, have they, my dear daughter? You have seen things no child should have ever seen. Actions, experiences that one like yourself, as beautiful as my daughter should not have experienced. I believe there's a story quite the story you have to tell. Petal looks up and she's like, Father, oh Father, and she just big bear hug, wraps her arms around him. Tears, you see her face, tears are just all waterfall effect, makeup smeared, everything sad, crying. Father, I didn't think I was ever gonna come home. I didn't think I was ever gonna see you. And Phinia is also bursting in tears right now. And Behaloon, you see
Manly tears.
trying to hold it in. So they all kind of go in this big old group hug. They start to now have this quiet conversation between the two of them. They're about 20 yards in front of you right now, but they kind of all are now kind of speaking in each other's ears while through crying of some sort of words of I miss you, and it's been so long. What are we doing here?
Yeah.
Can I go
Standing
find
awkwardly.
Can I find the architect of the castle? Get this flow going.
Wander
Yeah.
off.
You see a very proper elvish woman kind of walk up to you. Very elvish business clothes attire. It's the equivalent of a secretary attire, suit, suit pants, suit jacket, but very kind of more earthy. Instead of a jacket, maybe just a vest with some frilly shirt. She has some half moon glasses. Fairly young elf by standards. Walks up to you holding a clipboard. Yes, so I've been charged to be taking care of you all. I'll be making sure that you get all the proper accommodations. I'll be making sure that your needs are met, whether it be food, lodging, rest. This is all our gratitude for bringing our princess back to us. By all means, anything that you desire, within reason, of course, just name it, and we will do what we can to provide.
What is her name?
Her name is I wrote it down real quick. Samir is her name. So yes, I do have each your own rooms all reserved for you up into the higher wings. Rooms all have equipped with proper bedding, extra attire, clothing. There's foot lockers and storages that you can lock up to put your armors and valuables in. There's a bath all included as well. If you do prefer maybe more of a suite to have some of you all together, I can't accommodate all of you, but we could accommodate maybe 4 or 3 people per suite. Each has their own separate room in a common area. It is whatever you
Still
wish.
have somebody hunting people down. I'm trying to kill her with anything.
Well, I'd like to kick back in my own room. Thank you so
Same
much.
my own room. I'm tired of sharing.
Mine.
Mine.
Didn't they try to kill
Members.
Petal at the end?
Huh? I don't know.
Who were they trying to assassinate at the end?
Someone
They were trying to assassinate Petal.
Okay.
We don't know who it was.
Okay.
We don't know. They ate a cyanide pill before I could get to them. Sorry.
Do we want to be alone right now, or should we be in groups?
I'll be with.
I'll give you
Bessie's 'cause I'll be in the
Samir,
baby
I'll
area.
give you a moment to discuss amongst yourselves.
You have like pull straps you can
By all
detach and
means,
just drop
within the
down
high
and walk.
keep, we hold privacy and very high standards, and I would like to respect that with you all. And she takes a step away to have you guys' own little quiet moment.
Okay.
Okay. We all want our own room then? 'Cause I mean, Petal's probably going to be in her old room.
She'll probably she's fine. She's home. She's got all the security she could ever
Somebody in
want.
this grove tried to kill her.
Yeah, when
that
she
was
was
when
at
we
a,
were
at a
out
seedy
in the
inn in the
town,
middle
though.
of
We're not
nowhere.
still-
Tell them
Shouldn't-
they tried to kill her.
Oh, that'd be prudent.
I-
Maybe,
I'm
maybe
sh-
they need to put extra guards on her a little bit.
Do we trust them to guard her, or do we want us to guard her?
Well, look.
That's where I'm at. Do we trust them?
Can they
Do we
trust
know
us
this?
to even be in this house barely other than
Does
sleeping
Petal
in?
trust them?
Since
Yeah, I'm sure
Gronk has
Petal's
the
okay.
strongest connection to Petal, we're gonna stay in that room. We'll sleep on the floor.
Yeah, I
Well,
agree.
you said it's like a suite with bedrooms and they all have like a common area.
Yeah.
So you could have your own bed.
I don't know. Petal's room is huge. Basically a whole castle.
There's already like an entourage of royal knights and guards,
Bodyguards.
kind of circled around the royal family. Not really like ushering them. It's just kind of like, all right, we're gonna give them their space, but we do have a duty still. We do have to provide guards, and I mean, there's like dozens of them in the room that you're in right now.
So something like you're saying we can take her.
I think she's pretty well.
Probably.
I like these ambitions. Let's.
I'm gonna use cutting words and then turn invisible and flee.
Vicious mockery.
Fireball.
I don't care how big the room is.
This. I didn't ask how big it was. I casted fireball.
What were you gonna say?
I was like, I think the family's pretty well protected. I think we can all take the afternoon to relax.
So like, you
get
know, me and
some
Dave were
grub.
looking at the windows earlier.
Hey.
We're gonna
That's
be doing that for
assuming
Petal's
nobody in
room
the
just to
family
make sure
is
nobody's
trying
in
to
there.
kill her.
I think she's gonna be with her family pretty tightly for a moment,
Round the clock,
and at
dude,
some
18
point
hours a
the
day.
king and then family is gonna eventually invite us to talk to us since we were with Petal. I'm sure he's going to be interested to getting our side of the story. So let's take a couple hours to just kick back and relax.
Alright.
Maybe kind of look around the castle. I'm
This
kinda-
goes poorly.
Hey, you know what? We're in this royal castle. What's the worst that can happen?
Oh, he said it.
Oh no!
He said it.
Well,
He said it.
there it goes.
So I just started rolling.
No. I mean,
As you guys are kind of discussing, what to do, what rooms, how we're gonna split the party up, if we're gonna split the party up, the royal family all starts to kind of walk up the steps. You see kind of Petal look down at you, makeup smeared, but kind of starting to compose herself. She doesn't say anything, but she gives like this she gives you a look of just gratitude. Like, you see this woman that you've been with, for probably months at this point, we've been with Petal. This appears to be the first time you've ever seen her, like, relax. Like, fully at ease. But at the same time, you see this childlike nature return of, like, I've been lost in the woods for days and I'm finally returning home. Have this look on her. You're seeing this almost new picturesque Petal before you. Like, we knew Petal as a very questionable leader, kind of someone who stood for the other ladies, I guess we could say, at the Pixie's Dream, the strip club, for those who are just tuning in now from our first campaign, to now this woman who we now know as a royal princess. It's almost a completely different person we're looking at her now. They all they all go up the stairs. The royal knights all walk up there with them. Samir walks up. Have we made a decision?
I'll take my own.
Take your own room, okay? Of course. And can I just take your name down, just so we know if you ever ask for anything in the middle of the night or what, so we know what room to send it to.
Oh, totally. Spicolius Lightbottom.
Spicolius Lightbottom. Okay.
Yeah.
We'll get you your own win. And you see a butler come up, help you out. He actually kind of helps grab some of the stuff that you're holding, whether it's your bag or something. He just takes it and leads you off to one of the rooms.
Oh, excellent.
And you there, my dear elf, you look very familiar. Not that, like, familiar as if I know you, but familiar as if you belong in the groves.
oh, and that I do.
What grove do you hail from?
Eurathia.
Eurathia.
Yeah.
I have never met one of such as you before.
Oh.
What is it like up there? I heard they're just magical, powerful druids.
Oh, everything
Very
is
connected.
magical.
Is it true that there is a man who's been talking to one tree for the past 300 years?
Has it been 300? I feel like I've ran into that guy in the forest.
Really?
While I was talking to my own tree friends, of course.
Well, as one normally does here. Would you like your own room, or would you like a suite?
My own room.
Your own room? Of course. And what would be your name?
Alfie Hospital.
Of course. And another butler kind of comes up, grabs your things, and leads you off to a room.
Who else wants to do? Are we all doing separate rooms?
You, sir, with rather large tattoos,
Yeah, tattoo shirt that's just rippling.
kind of goes.
We don't have eyes on her anymore, so I'm wondering.
That's what I'm saying.
We can make sure that we have the proper hygienic tools, maybe.
Wow! Wow!
I don't mean
Stealth check
offense.
is gonna be better
I don't
for
mean
ours,
no
but-
offense. I want to make sure
Yes,
everything
he is.
I want to make sure everything is properly taken care of, and you are getting the treatment that you deserve.
Yes, can I have my own room with the biggest bathtub?
The biggest bathtub that
I
we
want it
can
to be the
provide.
whole room.
The
Just-
whole
just the
room.
bathroom.
Luckily, our architect did it hasn't been used yet. It hasn't even really been saved for any occasion yet. We haven't decided.
I want it.
Of
That's
course.
what I demand it.
We call it the pond.
Oi, pull it together.
And what was your name, sir?
Kare.
Kare. Awesome.
K-A-R-E with two little dots on the top.
So 3 of us.
Starts scratching it out.
Sounds like alright.
Of course, if you will follow our servant, our butlers here, they lead you off to the room. You, sir.
I think we're gonna take a suite.
Suite for the
Three of us
three
are
of
together.
you. Okay.
Not together.
Together.
But like, together.
Together. So 3
Yes.
rooms. Correct.
Sweet
Awesome.
one.
Like suites, of course.
Three rooms, one basement.
Oh,
There's so much more room for activities.
And can I get your names, please?
I go by Silk.
Silk. Silk it is.
Kronk.
Kronk. Is that with a C or a K? I'll write it down.
I
And
believe
you,
it's a K with a
sir.
dash and testes.
And testes. Testes it is. Would you like someone to we can provide someone to come and take your worn attire, laundry perhaps. The
I would actually
chest
wonder if
rig
you
that
have
you're
any,
wearing.
Magical items to cover me up with, since we came on this long journey, and I am very bare.
of course we'll send the tailor up to your room. And you, my gentleman, sorry, I've never met a halfling before, so I mean no offense.
It's fine.
Oh my god.
Sir,
Yeah.
sir.
Yeah.
And what accommodations can we provide for you?
Just my own room.
Your own room? Of course.
I don't need a halfling-sized room. It's not necessary.
Okay, perfect. Because we don't have.
I think
I think we need to. I think we need
don't
to
worry
make
about
one. Not that we get many halflings here. I think in this grove we only have 3. You're 4. And sir, what is your name?
Flinris.
Flinris, of course. And Butler comes up, grabs your things, and you guys are all led to your rooms. As you go, I'm gonna get to you 3 in a minute. For the 4 of you, you open your rooms, and besides you, actually. So Flinris, let's see, Megan and Wesley. You guys enter your rooms, and it is the most gorgeous, like, out in the mountains. You go, like, this is if you want to spend some money and you're going to go glamping out in the mountains type thing. They all have kind of their own, like, quirky room set. They all have, like, different stylized stuff, like Californian size king bed, all like purple, red, blue sheets and covers made of like a bajillion threads, high poster boards, giant windows overlooking the grove. There is, and within the room, there's also like a sink area where you can wash your face, you wash your hands from the day by the door. There's dressers, there's lockers, there's a side little bathroom, a little somewhat kitchenette. It's more of just like a table that has some fruits and stuff. Everything's been provided, and every single room here does have a little case of elvish ale as well here. And Kari, same for you, except it's the opposite, where the room is like a bathtub, and the side where the bathroom would be is a bedroom. Still huge, giant California king bed.
Yes.
But it takes up most of the room. But the whole thing is just like, it's like the Harry Potter.
I was just about to say, it's like, I want Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. I want the prefect
There's, like,
bathroom just endless.
4 spouts, bubbles, all different colors.
That's what I expected. That's what I desired. You're gonna call me stinky. It's gonna run your water bill so high.
And for you 3, the suite that you're in has like a common area with like a fireplace. There's couches with a little coffee table in the middle. It's kind of more of like a sunken, like, kind of common area, and there's like steps that lead around to, and they circle around. I don't want to. It's like, here's the door. There's a room here and here, and the way the stairs are circled up to it, they don't lead straight up. They kind of circle
like
up.
spirals
to it.
like a helix.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Nice.
And you have like each your own rooms that have very similar accommodations. It's just a little on the smaller side, but because you got the big suite type thing.
Hey guys, we have a Keurig in our suite.
Yeah.
Come to our suite if you want.
You all will have
You're a
a
half-brained
Dwarven fair trade.
a butler kind of stationed right outside your doors as well, in case you ever need anything. You guys are like living like kings and queens right now.
No, we're not. Petal's family is living like kings and queens.
Oh, of course. We don't know how they're feeling right now. We don't know what they're like. As you kind of all are kind of getting ready. Fortunately, you're all in the northern wing, all within like very like it's almost like same floor hotel status, where you're all very close to each other as well. And you kind of all saw each other while you're walking up, so you know who's in what room style, unless you specifically do not want that. I know Arceus would not.
I want to be on the other side of the castle, top floor. I want to be in
the steeple,
in the tower,
the tower
where Rapunzel's cabin.
Rapunzel's tower. You gotta be saved.
He's over there like braiding his hair out the window.
No, it's fine.
Jeez. Oh, this is great. I like
I'll
this.
ask
I
the
like
butler. I'll say, do you have any plants around here?
I'm sorry, a what?
Do you have any plants around
plants?
here? A friendly plant to put by my bedside, perhaps?
My dear elf, name of plants for me.
Wait a minute.
What about my plants?
Do you have a lot of plants somewhere? We live in the
Just
forest.
name one for me.
An Asiatic lily.
As you speak the words, like the rafters just start growing vines and they start sprouting all around you.
What kind of wonderful place is this?
So much at home right now.
Oh my gosh. Man, next time y'all look in my room, it's gonna be a fine
Just everything.
jungle in there. Oh,
It's like Poison Ivy from
now
Batman
that I
just
found
walked
out-
in.
Oh yeah.
You
Oh,
just-
ivy, though, that's a great idea. Not poison ivy.
Not
Oh.
Poison Ivy, of
Not
course.
poison ivy.
Not for my friends, but I do love me some poison ivy.
Wait,
Do
are
you
we
know
still...
what time it is approximately?
It's we'll say it's like 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
And all this stuff, like with where they reunion, now they're gone, that all happened early this morning, right?
Yes,
Okay.
that's correct.
Okay.
Do we have an idea of what's happening next?
I imagine they'll be getting ready for dinner.
It's like 2.
Yeah, true. They could be getting ready for lunch, dinner.
Linner.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Are we all going to like adjourn into the suite, the common room?
After I take a
Yeah, we're
bath.
doing a house
Wait,
party.
Oh
quick,
yes, take your times,
Are we
please.
still together in the same room, or are we separated at this point?
Oh, it's up to you guys.
Okay.
Kari's over here just.
I'm yes, yay.
I just
Probably
wanted to
the
see-
first bath I've had in a long time.
I just wanted to see if I could
So
get
they were rightfully calling
A what one?
plants as well.
A plant?
Yeah.
You knock on the door. Butler kind of shows up. Yes, sir. What can we do for you?
I'd like a plant.
A plant? Oh, what plant would you like?
Potato.
A potato.
You really said that without any hesitation.
This is the man who ate the petal. He ate the magic.
I don't know what to expect. I don't know what to expect. He looks at you and he goes, "A potato, by all means." Snaps his fingers, and you hear a kind of a rumbling. You look behind you, the coffee table just starts to shake, and then you just see spuds just start spurting out from under the coffee table. You have a whole, I don't know what we call them, a bushel, bag. I don't know. What do you name a quantity of potatoes?
I think it's usually
It's
a bag.
that.
Yes.
It's that. A pound,
Sack of
pounds of potatoes.
So I'm still
Yeah.
in the baby carrier at this point. I stand forward to take control, and I start filling the potatoes.
You're just raw dogging the
whole
potato
time.
right now.
Yeah.
This is the weirdest
I'm just like in
romance
a
I've ever
plank
met.
basically while he's bent over.
He is in a very confused, perplexed, but his job is not to question. His job's to serve.
I'm satisfied.
Can I ask the butler where Petal is?
Petal? Who's Petal?
Heap of potatoes.
Oh, wait.
Heap. A heap of potatoes.
Etalune.
Etalune. Princess Etalune, right? So she's they're having a moment, I guess. So the family themselves are having very a private meeting in a sense. Currently Etalune right now was kind of decompressing. We're making sure that she's not under maybe a curse right now. Medically herself checks out. Get her all the care that she needs right now. Her father's close by. Her sister hasn't left her side. Her brothers had to. I don't think her brothers have had a chance to come and meet her yet because they have very high-ranking duties right now. One's like the arch wizard. One's the general of the army. So they, yes, they're all on. But I'm assuming that they will go over there and meet her soon. But she hasn't asked for you guys yet.
What's the plan, gang?
Well,
Wait, are we together?
at this point, we're just.
I
Let's go
guess
meet
we
in
could.
their suite.
Yeah,
we're gonna
I told
get-
you, we're throwing a house party.
We're gonna secret into this thing.
The last time we got to we saved the world, and then we immediately went to go return Petal to her family.
Yeah,
we
and you're-
haven't partied yet.
I know.
Oh,
I
yeah.
think we deserve partying.
And we did construction before that.
But also, we brought Petal back. What's the next step?
Yeah, well, we still haven't found our key.
Wasn't there some danger?
We were
or
supposed to
something?
go to the dragons.
Oh, so we were. Yeah, we're. So, okay. We're jogging the memory.
There we go. We're coming back to
We're
it.
coming back.
Was it?
Mr. Dragon Man.
Yeah,
pay
I'm
attention.
aware.
When
So
can we
sorry.
meet with Petal or Etalune and the king?
I can send a request, a message to them. I can't guarantee when that will be, but if they give me a message, I can personally hand deliver it in the utmost time.
That would be awesome.
Of course. I see you all are kind of gathering. By now, several butlers are kind of, personal butlers are also kind of here.
Trailing behind us.
Yes.
That's creepy.
I'm
You don't need to do that.
They're kind of like,
What else are we supposed to do?
kind of watching you guys as you guys are conversating, and they're kind of like, they're hearing certain words, house party and stuff. They start casually just putting bottles down on the side for you.
I'm abusing it. Abusing
Food.
Yes, just,
Food
just
galore.
at my leisure. Wait on me.
I will say this is not enough payments. This is by our Haven or can never be enough of payment, but let this be a I guess introductory payment to what he has to give you. And you start seeing like let's see here, let me do this.
Oh, we have the math.
You're a withered, Harry.
Is Ling Wei here?
Oh,
Yes, Ling Wei is here with you. So you have Ling Wei, Snarltooth, you have everybody here with you.
Her whole crew made it through with us?
Yes, if you want them to be. Unless this is
Or,
their
no,
own
like through
suite.
the air station made it through.
Yes.
Oh.
The only thing that's left at the air station is the ship.
Yeah, because there was like a total of like 13 of us.
Does she
I think.
maybe want to, like, ask if she can bring that through? As, like, hey, so we don't have to hike through the woods again, we can just leave when we want to?
Fortunately, I have actually already asked.
Okay.
Whoa. My goodness.
The
Ling Wei.
Jaded Forest, yes, this is Ling Wei speaking to you. The Jaded Forest itself has enacted that there is a no-fly zone here.
Okay.
Only for
Nice.
emergencies, medical, or military movements will air movements be allowed. But trust me, that was my first question. You kind of see her, she kind of has her own standing up to the back, kind of keeping to herself. Snarltooth, the whole other gang is kind of all just, they're just partying with you guys right now, throwing back. They kind of like, you have a personal chef that comes up, he starts cooking for you, just like almost hibachi style.
Nice.
Bartender, anything you guys could want.
Excellent.
And one of you see a very kind of as you guys are conversating, there's an elf that kind of walks in. He's kind of long blonde hair, kind of tied up into a ponytail.
Like Orlando Bloom style.
Very Orlando Bloom style, and actually very conveniently dressed like him in a sense. Very charismatic, kind of smooth features. The one feature that is kind of off about him is he has this very peculiar, like he's looking at things very peculiarly. It's almost like he's squinting at things. No, it's just kind of like he's just vibing in a sense. And he kind of walks over to Spicolius and said, you sir, I have heard you have yet to try
Oh no!
Grovean Eldergrass. I've heard that you tried. Let me see what you have, and I will be the judge of that.
Oh my god.
Well, and I open up my vest and I show him, these are stuff I got from...
He takes it and he goes,
And the cops show up.
oh, no. I will not, does not stand with me here, my friend. This is for my own personal strands, I grow, I kind of provide for the city, legally, of course.
For the city.
He's Batman.
And he says, here, he pulls out a long, like, wizard-like pipe. He said, here, oh, no, allow me. He kind of lights it for you. What's this guy's name? Cheech. We'll call him Cheech. Cheech, the elf. I need you to make a
Last name
constitution
John.
saving throw for me real quick.
Oh no! Oh boy. Ooh, what kind of digit is that?
No. 10.
It's a floored by this. You're just kind of just standing there, and he's like, it's working.
Oh no.
This guy's in
human,
it.
you
This
know.
guy's in it. No, he's human, yes, but he knows how to party. Would anybody else like to try? He just takes a bag and throws it out on the table. It's like a whole pound of this stuff.
Wow.
It's cheap.
You
I thought
are
drugs weren't
my
allowed.
friend.
We're in the king's castle. Everything's allowed.
Can I ask the butler if there's a library or an armory where they might have like...
I would love to attend.
I'm thinking like if there's a library, if there's like an armory where they might have like... Maybe we can persuade like getting some equipment.
That, and I want to talk to someone and see if they know anything about the
Dragons.
well, one, the dragons, two, that symbol that I found, the eye one.
So we're making a request here as to what we're doing. Okay.
Yes. We're having party roleplay time.
I will let you.
I am not here.
I need more. You
Okay. Yes, by all means. So library. I could take you to the archives. We have our own royal archives. They're all kind of. I will warn you, it is run by one of the most uptight elves that I know. He's very stingent on books being taken from, but I can take you there as long as we have an escort with you.
I guess that's fine.
And if you're speaking for the armory, by all means, yes, we can take you down to the armory. We can see what we can outfit you, of course. See what fits your fancy.
Okay.
And which one would you like to do first?
Library.
Library?
Yeah. Let's get the stressful stuff out of the way first. They're just gonna give us stuff at the armory. Let's go pry this man for
Oh, is that what they say?
information.
You're just gonna give us stuff. I'm thinking like Avatar, here's the whole plate. Oh yeah, we can do the library first.
potatoes. I wonder like what options there are. Like, can I? Is it? I don't know anything about magic, right? But like, can I enchant it with some sort of fire magic? Throw the potato, it's a fireball, or like, some kind of
He's gonna play hot potato.
Oh my gosh, amazing.
or say like healing magic. I eat it, I get some kind of buff. Who knows?
You
I
throw
don't
it at
know.
people with heels.
There's some kind of stone rolling in it.
Yes, we can take you to our master enchanter.
Yeah.
By all means. I don't know what his skills are. I don't know if he's going to be able to enchant a sack of potatoes.
The individual potatoes within the sack. Each individual potato I want to get enchanted.
Something different.
I am not
for
the
each
expert
potato.
here. I will provide you to him.
Okay.
And you, Master Flinless.
This is just like for the table. We're trying to figure out why the hell we're here.
This
I
is
was
me.
going through the notes.
Okay.
We're here because of the letter that we found that Arceus had that says that somebody is trying to. There's a picture of a pendant similar to what Petal destroyed from Vascool, and it just says Phinea's name on it. So
Correct.
we're here to try to keep Phineas from being killed or kidnapped, like Petal was,
But then she
with this
appeared
freaking pendant thing.
in a parade.
She wasn't wearing that pendant that you could see, but you know,
Wait,
lots
sorry,
of clothing.
I'm trying to figure out why the fuck
So-
we're here.
Oh.
I still
So,
haven't made my request.
We still have the letter, right?
Yeah.
Okay, then we're gonna have to go and talk to them and present all of this and be like, someone's in danger.
Yeah.
In danger. I'm good now.
I think we should
Go
talk to
for it.
Metal. I don't know if I trust the king.
One
yet.
more request.
Yes, sir.
As we talked about earlier, you mentioned something about a tailor.
Taylor. Yes.
Can you make me something like a medieval time suit? I want to be dressed like the little boy from Shrek that says "I love you, Daddy," but it's like really tight, and I want to see if they can enchant it after as well.
My God.
How about I bring up the tailor to your room, or we could send you down to him. It's up to you.
I'll go up to him.
You go to him.
Am I
Right together.
If I'm
Would you
here,
like
So
to?
you're Taylor
Well,
for-
what
am I,
request?
I was gonna say
matching.
I had some armor. I was having tailored for me earlier before we came to the castle by Kovanos. I was wanted to see about picking that up.
I will send a messenger out to you.
Oh.
And then I do also like the idea of an enchanting it as well.
Enchanter? Of
Yeah.
course.
With the,
You see a butler kind of come up. He says, "Allow me. I'll guide both of you." Kronk and Spicolius. Butler comes up to Silk and Kari. Butler comes up to Testes. Hello.
At
Anything
this
we can get for
point,
you?
man, I'm wrapped in vines. I'm happy I got the plants. And yes, let me see what some of this Magnolia elder weed is like, whatever it's called.
I need you to make a Constitution saving throw. I need you to, though. Actually, you don't. You're fine. You're fine.
Because we got some pretty magical stuff in my
But
grove.
this is something you like, but very common for you in a sense. But like, you're so used to like Kush and all the normal stuff. This is like shit that like celebrities have. This is some like high grade. Like you can tell, like, damn, this shit is good.
Okay.
Like you're not like this
So-
guy where he's just
so
kind of
I'm,
like
lit.
standing
I'm
in the
ready
corner
to
like and no one was talking, like type thing. But you're definitely feeling the effects of it.
Well, that's perfect because I'm raring to go to the library with these guys, actually.
So cool.
What did you request?
Let's do this.
Taylor.
Taylor.
A tailor with an enchanter.
As he's kind of going. Instead of that, I'll just roll. Let's do a. And so you are a library. So it's one library, tailor, enchanter, library. So 3 libraries. And Flinris, you wanted to go.
We need an audience with His Majesty.
Okay.
I
We
know
have
that I
sent
know
the
that's
request out.
gonna
Yes.
take time for that, but that's the only thing I've got going. So go in the library in the meantime.
Okay,
That
so
sounds
1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so let's do this.
What are you
Let's
looking for in the
start
library?
with
I like going to the library. That's how I've learned the history of this land. I want to see if they have anything juicier here in Magnola itself.
What are you looking for in the library? Becca?
I'm
We
going to
are
be
kind
looking
of
for
gonna
that
do like
that had peddling slaves.
snapshots of cutscenes. We're gonna kind of like jump forward a little bit. We see a scene here, and see an elf, slick back hair. One thing I do want to make kind of a note here. Lysanthier, the Havenor, Etelune, Thinia, and Behlun that you've seen, all red hair. Everybody else has blonde hair, or brunette, blacks, normal hair, or more normal tone, neutral tone. Only the royal family you've seen that has these red hair. We thought that Petal maybe dyed her hair. So this is her natural hair. That's money, man. I'm sorry. I take that back. But so we're gonna do the scene here. We see a slicked back kind of brunette, very like wide spectacles, very proper man. Suit. He's got like a suited vest on, plaid pants, nice shined shoes, and he has this. He's taken a tape measure, and we see testes in just a loincloth, getting all the measurements out around him. You know, to be fair, it probably is. You, sir, I do not mean offense by this, but you are rather large. I can custom make anything that you want. Anything that you want. I will make you look amazing, gorgeous, handsome, dashing. Even elvish ladies are going to be bowing their feet at you. I have your measurements here. Is there something specific that you're looking for?
I want it to be very tight.
Very tight. Well,
Like it looks like I'm wearing a child's uniform with a lollipop at the end of this.
that is actually perfect. Because then I don't have to custom make it. I can actually have something provided to you with what I have. I'll just do some minor altercations if that is fine. Color.
Green.
Green. You want the top and the bottom to match?
Yes.
Top and bottom to match. Would any shoes be going with this?
I would love some shoes.
You know what would be really good for this as well? We should throw a hat on it. A really nice hat.
With a feathery arrow.
We can make the feathery arrow. You know what? I know exactly what we need to complete this look. Let's give you a feathery hat, but instead of the feather, it spins on a little. We'll take a little peg on top, and it spins in circles.
I like.
My creativity astounds myself.
Would you say it will be multicolored?
Oh, you need to get out of my brain right now. Of course, multicolor it is. So we have the green. We have the striped shoes, of course, very tight. Let's see here. Have you ever watched Rush Hour 2?
Yes.
You know the scene where they kind of, Jackie and Chris Tucker walk in, he's like, hey man, we need some suits. And you have that one guy that's like, buttercream, you know, let's throw a dead animal on you. It's very much kind of like that scene where he's just like, ooh, let's just throw this on you. And he starts going in. You see like all these other elves just kind of start throwing stuff. No, that won't work. Tighter. It needs to be tighter. Oh, nope. It needs to be shorter. Higher. I said green. I didn't say a light green. And he's just like throwing things around. Out comes the most tight, almost ripping at its seams.
Punch somebody, who's gonna fall off.
Shorts, crop tops, kind of belly hanging out. And the most perfect I Love Daddy shirt with a pinwheel top hat.
Amazing. Oh.
Sir. By all means, Master Testes,
The way you did that.
would you like a lollipop on your way out?
I would love a lollipop.
You get the biggest
way.
round mint lollipop. You just lick it and have it a go.
Yikes.
Is this how you bribe the court children to behave for their fitting lollipop?
Oh my
We
god.
just provide candy for everybody.
Okay.
It looked like a lollipop guy.
Magical land. I'm not going home. I'm retiring here.
Is there anything else that we can get for you?
Would you like a suit?
Oh,
He's not with you right now.
oh no, I was in the baby carrier.
Still
but
in
he
the
sent me
baby
there.
carrier while I'm
Still in the
doing this whole
baby
thing.
carrier.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I astound myself because that was very challenging to do with the carrier still on.
Oh
You know
my
what?
god.
I have something perfect for your son.
He's not my dad.
He is not your dad. Okay. All right.
Maybe a stepfather situation.
He runs off, and he gets you a shirt. It says, I don't know. You wanted to say something?
I was stupid, but it points at myself.
Perfect.
Oh my god.
Awesome. All right, we're gonna go
Sneaking around the
to.
castle.
We are going to go to
That was a great idea, Dave.
the library. So
Amazing.
you guys enter the archives. Dozens and dozens of bookshelves stand 20, 30, 40, 50 feet tall. Scrolls, books, everything tucked away inside. Magical, attuned items, heirlooms, artifacts, all down. Giant archive. And in the very center, I mean, there's also tables for people to read at. In the very center, you see a kind of, you see an elf kind of just huddled over behind books. You just see the top of their head as your butler comes up. I must warn you. Jorlas is very, very strict here. You touch a book, he will know about it. If you take something, he will know about it. I just ask you to be careful. And do we have flammable objects on us right now? Sparky use?
Is being the hottest guy alive an issue?
Does having guns count?
Are we carrying our weapons with us right now?
I am.
Okay,
You're
psycho.
strapped. I will just say, please
We're literally the most
refrain from
well-protected.
any sort of
I don't trust these fuckers.
Racist.
extra things that may happen. And you walk up, and you hear this elf speak up behind the books. Yes, welcome to the archives, the family archives of the Grove Magnala. I am Jolas, and you stand up and you see a very, very young adolescent elf.
Huh. A child.
A child. And you get closer, and they're kind of like stacked on top of books on the chair. Welcome to the archives. I'm Joel S. I will be able to assist you in these matters, or so I have been informed by His Royal Majesty, to assist in any way that I can. So, how may I be of assistance?
How big is this space that we're in?
This is like the size of a football field.
Okay.
Oh.
It's huge.
Becca is
Becca
in
is
heaven.
So as we walked in,
You're having a
he's
full
behind a
bell
counter
moment.
or something. I'm sure there's tons of shelves and stuff, right? As we were walking in, could I have seen like how it's kind of like, do they have like labels, you know, kind of like in a modern day library, they have the Dewey Decimal System and all these sections. Is that kind of how it built out here, or is it just books on books without any sort of organization or labeling?
2-part question. 1, can you read Elvish?
Yes.
Second part, I need you to make a, let's say an investigation check for this.
21.
A 21.
Oh yeah.
There is kind of very quick glancing as you're walking past. This looks to be more grouped by era, century, more timeline based, and everything there has its own sort of alphabetical order in itself afterwards. You're kind of seeing same names on one shelf. Two shelves down, you see another name, maybe a slightly newer scroll or book. The artifacts and other items, it's really hard to pinpoint exactly what they do. So you don't know what they are. What's their purpose there? But it is mostly grouped by era.
Okay.
I can also read Elvish, by the way.
Okay, so it's the
Here, you look up for it.
if you want to make an investigation check.
I'm looking for either the history of the grove to see if we can pinpoint like people that we might reach as key contacts for other groves. And kind of stopped communicating between
Is there children's picture books in the library?
You're not here right now. It's just
We split up.
We're
It's
still
silk.
in Taylor, we're heading
it's
towards
silk,
the enchantment.
Kari,
We're
aloe,
we're
and
ahead of
you went to the library, correct?
No, I went to the enchanting.
Enchanter.
So
So
we're
it's
going-
just
so we're gonna
it's just
beat them
Flinris,
after.
Kari, silk, and aloe right now.
I rolled a 7 on investigation.
A 7. You know that it's Elvish. You see that there's several names. You can tell it's alphabeticalized.
I could tell it'd be like, great, let's start at D and look for dragons from there.
Perfect. You're not seeing anything so much about the dragons yet, as you've been walking up to it. If you want to make a deeper dive to walk through, you can.
Okay.
But
Probably just ask this.
so I regretfully have to assist you in matters of your request. You name it, I deliver it. Within reason, of course.
I got 2 things for you then.
Okay, sir.
First, I show him the, what was it, the symbol.
The symbol?
The eyeball symbol. Do you need a picture of it again?
One in the eye.
No, I have it. He looks at it and says, you asking what is it? Do I know about it? I'm uncertain.
Are you a genie? Am I limited to 3 questions?
No, you can ask as many questions.
Like,
You
give
just
me
handed me.
everything.
I give you I'll give you 2 answers for this. 1, I don't know. 2, you may find it over in. May I ask what this is? I might be able to help you.
I found it on a cold. No, where? Oh, where did I find this? Did I find
Cold
it?
number's forehead.
Was it the forehead? Okay, I thought it was at the bakery for some reason. My bad. No.
You did. You did see it at the bakery.
It was at the bakery. Oh,
You saw it. You saw it on it. It's like its own thieves' can't say.
yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. That thing. Yes. Okay. Those.
Interesting.
I
So
found it on some
you're-
dude's head, and then at what I assume is the same house.
he kind of takes a piece of paper, writes it down. Can't whistle right now. Snaps. You see an elf come up. He hands him the paper. Please take this man over into the dark arts and magic section, please, for me. And he leads you off to that. What else can I be of assistance of? Very snobby child right now.
Well, young man, do you have any? What's the oldest book you have?
The oldest book?
I would love the oldest book. I love to smell them.
You love the. You see him kind of perk. The smell. Yes. The smell. It's so.
Oh!
It's like you're smelling history. It's almost like you can smell the age of when it was made, the paper. You can almost, with the proper nose and sense and senses, you can even detect what sort of tree that it was carved from. So even the ink that it was put on there, and he starts rambling about the history of how books are made. And
Oh, this is riveting.
you know what? I will help you. And I have my favorite book, which is the most oldest book that we have.
Oh my god.
And he pulls out it's a very small book. And it has a picture, it's very, very faded pictures. You can't really detect what it is on the cover. And so you open it, he opens it up very gently. He even puts some gloves on to make sure he's taking care of it. It's like kind of block letters in a sense. And looking at it, it looks more like a children's book.
What
This is
this?
This is a book that they used to teach the royal families of the Groves. This is kind of their first reading book. It's got this old jaded forest myth where they about the goddess that was sought after by other gods and men and elves, and they were jealous of her power because she was the most beautiful woman in all of the lands, to the point that their love for her grew aggressive. And ultimately, it's a sad story, and she ultimately died from it. And the story here says that she died here in the Jaded Forest. Before the Jaded Forest, before the first tree sprouted. And through her, it was where her life essence is what gave birth to the trees, the rivers, the animals, and to us, the Jaded Elves themselves.
Oh. I've heard faintly of the story, but you tell it so well.
This is, I know it's a children's story, but it's the oldest book that we have, and he gives it to you, and he's like, here, just smell it. And you just like dust, old, like you get like paper mold scents. It's a very old book.
Oh yeah, that's. Is that acacia pulp in there?
I think I just found my new best friend. It is acacia pulp. You know how hard it is to find an elf here that knows their trees and knows their history. We need to have a talk. We need to talk more.
We need to have a girls' night.
Can I help you else? Who else needs help?
I'm looking for some of your oldest music.
Oldest music.
By chance. Some of like the
How
old
old?
ritual music. that you
Original.
might have.
Original
Or
music.
old music that was written for like the royalty.
Okay. Well, that would be in songs and ballads and performing arts section. And he writes it down, gives it to a butler, and they lead you off to that. And you, my sir?
My poor little halfling man and his beard.
We're standing at the same height. I just want to make sure.
Anyway. Poor Flitter was just going through it.
I came out of retirement for this.
Honestly. He's gonna pull out the letter and show him just the part of the symbol, not what any of it says about Minya being in danger or any of that. Just the symbol of
The amulet?
Symbol, but the amulet. Drawing
Okay.
of the amulet. Trying to hunt this down. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it does. And I need to find out. Why'd he get creepy?
Make a persuasion check for me here.
Oh no.
Oh no. Oh no.
Am I close enough to see this? DM?
You've been let off already.
Okay.
420. I can't read that. Sorry. The font on that, I can't read the font on that dice. 14.
14. Where have you seen this? Where did you get this from? Starts
What do
writing
we
things
know?
down. He starts giving it to the elves around him. And he's I need you to grab this for me. I need you to go to this, clear out the section here. It looks more like he's giving tasks of people to be busy real quick. More of like than sending a message out. Mind following me for a second? He jumps off of this chair. He leads you to like one of the side study rooms. Closes the curtain. Where did you get this?
Can I do like a perception? Like, can I trust him with
Insight.
any?
Yeah, give him an insight. Give me an insight check real quick.
Not that one. I can't read it.
Oh no.
A nat 1 for a 2.
Wait, don't you get lucky?
It's a very quick
Lucky.
change of personality.
I have lucky.
You do have lucky. You do have lucky.
First time this campaign.
Oh, let's go. Let's
A
go.
7 for an 8.
That's better.
Better than
That's
a 2.
better.
Thank you.
To use the term suspect is probably not going to be the correct term here. It's more of, it's curious that the very quick, sudden change in personality is odd. Like, snobby kid wants nothing to do with helping you, immediately turns into like, we need to talk. The trust part, you can't dial in because you don't know motives yet. You can't tell if it looked like he sent people on messages and errands to do stuff. You don't know exactly what they're doing.
I will tell him a friend back home had one and managed to break it. And now we're worried somebody else is going to get stuck. I need to know where it came
Someone
from.
broke it.
Someone broke one. My friend broke the one they had.
I'll ask
It's a very long story, but
kind of looks around. Can I ask? So one of your friends here. No. Okay.
sorry, I was deciding if I was gonna lie or not.
Well, this is the amulet itself means nothing. The symbol on it is a binding cursed object. This is something that I've read through some of the older books in the dark section, kind of tucked away, and I can bring these to you, but I don't suggest it because with the untrained eye, some of these books cause the readers to go mad. It's dark magic is imbued in these. There's only one way, though, I will say, that someone can destroy this. And it's the person that this has been imbued to, cursed to, is the only person that can break it. But there is certain parameters that have to happen. The the person who holds the curse, it doesn't have to be that person. It can be given. the duty of the holder can be reassigned.
Okay.
Whoever that holder is has to die. For the person, for the curse to break it. No other person can break it. The holder has to die first before they can. How much did you show him? Just the picture, right?
Just the picture.
Okay, none of the message.
I kept that out of the message, kept out
Got
his
it.
name
Got it.
specifically.
Well, I will say your friend is very fortunate and very lucky. Because these are, by all means, one of the most open-ended curses. It's whatever agreement, not even agreement, I should say, whatever thing they want to happen, they want that person, entity, whatever to do, it will be. If they want them to cause chaos, start wars, call in demonic demons, destroy the heavens, they can. With this though, it does take a very, very powerful user to be able to create this. And it takes an extra powerful user to even perform the imbuing, in a sense, to place the curse. You can have someone who knows how to create it, but you might not have the same person with the knowledge in prowess, I should say, to actually perform the ritual.
Okay. I guess whatever books are not gonna drive me crazy, I would love to see. If there's any that aren't gonna,
Not that I'm aware of. Only I can bring it to you, but that's your own. That's at your own risk.
Can't have him read it to you.
I dare not open it again.
Okay. I'm gonna go talk to Silk about it before I decide.
Okay. Let's go to the dark section. Where you're at. What are we looking for specifically?
Me?
Yes.
Oh, I mean, I was.
You're looking for the dragon still, right?
Well, so first I was looking for the stuff on the symbol.
That symbol? Oh, your symbol.
Yeah,
Cool.
my symbol. I was told I was sent away with a helper by the child.
Okay, so you are led to a section of the library way in the back. And it's like it seems like they purposely set this up, the ambiance in a sense. It's dark. Less lanterns, less
creepy.
light. It's creepy. There's cobwebs. It's almost though in a sense that there's a fearful, they don't want to come back here. You start looking through books. Give me an investigation while you're doing this.
I'm so bad at those.
You're going through these books. You're kind of reading around. You're pulling books off the shelves. You're trying to some of these are written in languages you don't even recognize. What languages do you know?
I know Common, Dwarvish, and Elvish.
Okay, some of these you do not understand.
Cool.
You can take a stab at knowing maybe what it's written in, but you don't know how to read it.
For investigation, I rolled a 7.
A 7. Some of these are written in Infernal. Some of these are written. You can recognize maybe a lot of it is Elvish.
Okay.
There's no Dwarvish. You can tell some of them, like I said, are Infernal. Some of them are more like a sense of hieroglyphic symbols. You start kind of pulling left and right. You don't specifically find the book with that symbol. What you do find is symbols very close to it, and it almost like you're sitting there for a while reading. You're kind of looking through, and it hits you. In a sense, maybe. It looks like as you're holding these symbols, and these are loose leaf scrolls, you kind of hold them up, and you're trying to be all right, this is not it, this is not it. As you're kind of turning and reading, a light, there's a lantern that you kind of pass by, and you just pause. and you kind of take like 3 scrolls and pull them together, and you see the symbol there.
Okay.
Each of those are a wiped out cult.
Okay.
But each one has its own kind of different eras. Some of them have been like assassination. Some of them have been like espionage. One of them necessarily doesn't talk about anything being there bad, but they did a lot of questionable, it was like necessary evils.
Can I relate any of this to
The manor you saw?
No, not that. Not necessarily like I don't want to say monastery, but like whatever group organization that took me in. If you remember from my backstory, I, from a wealthy family, make some bad decisions, put in jail, picked up by another individual who saw potential in me. And then,
it's curious that you asked that because this was a lot sooner than I thought it was going to be.
oh no.
One of them, specifically, one of the symbols that lines up, has you're reading it, and there's a lot of very similar things that you can relate to, certain cultural aspects behind it, certain rites that they do that are very similar to what your monastery is. And you kind of recall that there is a lost, in a sense, well, we're going to call it a monk, in a sense,
Okay.
that disagreed with where the monastery was going. And kind of walked out, in a sense. But it was very much like when they left, it was like this person makes a lot of good things. And it's a loss that we lost this person.
Sounds very extremists.
Kind of more of like lost faith in like the monastery and what they were doing. They weren't upkeeping themselves, but yes, they were doing things that are very questionable at the same time. Maybe not so much as extremists, like going around killing and doing all that stuff, but just a different belief. You know that they were very strong in martial arts, the martial art itself. They had a very strong way of, they had a gift of tongue. They knew how to calm situations, kind of coerce. In this quote itself, was known for, what's the word I'm not looking for? Trying to, where they insert certain individuals in like government and they're like spies, but not
Like a puppet?
Not a puppet.
Espionage?
It's like a mole, sleeper agents. They're like kind of sleeper agents in a sense. People that get into very powerful positions. It may not be politics. It could be politicians right now.
Okay. Royal Vizier.
Yes, very much.
Very
That's what this cult was known for. And hundreds of years ago, there was almost a collapse of one road. It doesn't specify which road it is.
Okay.
And it was a verge of collapse because of one person from this cult.
Okay.
And that's all you're getting.
That's all you're getting.
That's all I'm getting. I'm gonna write this down. Obviously. Write that down.
Write that down.
You said you could do it.
Was there anything else that, like, you ask a question, like I might be able to, we can look deeper into it.
On top of my head about this symbol specifically, no. Unless Mr. Helper Guy can.
Oh, he's standing at the far end of the. He will not go off back here with you.
Okay. Anyways, I'm gonna take the scrolls with me.
Okay.
But I want to talk to him and I want to show him the symbol as well. And it's like, have you ever seen this before? Anywhere, literally anywhere.
No, sir, I have not.
Where? Does the family have like a master spy? Someone of like any sort of rank in that sort of
I don't
thing.
think that would be public knowledge. I don't
Well,
think he'd be
well,
able
like
to tell
everybody
you who
knows
the main
about
spy man
MI6,
is.
right? Everybody knows about the CIA. We just don't know who it actually is.
Yeah, we don't know who's
Exactly.
in
I
the
don't
CIA.
think
We
he
just
can
know
be like,
of
oh,
the
here's
CIA.
The director.
So basically, you want to ask, can I talk to M to
Yeah.
find out where is 007?
Can I speak to Elvish CIA?
I can, that would be.
Go talk to the cops.
I don't trust the cops. I hate the cops. What are you talking about?
We have someone here that may be able to help you. Maybe not specifically to what you're asking, but we have someone
Safe. It's all my
within,
pants.
in a sense, rank. She doesn't necessarily hold a position of power. It's more of a position of respect, and the service that they provide is held in high regard. It's the Lord of Whispers.
Okay, we're getting somewhere. I like that.
They may be able to help you.
I love that.
Her name is Talio. We can try. I can do what I can to arrange it.
I would love that.
I will see what I can do.
I want to be here too. I'm not even there.
If anyone else has things to do them, because I have more things I want to do.
Okay, perfect. We're gonna go to the songs and ballads section, and I know what you're looking for. Go ahead and make your investigation as you're rolling. You are seeing all sorts of different like poems, songs, stories, legends. Like you are reading like famous performing arts personas. What's your roll?
8.
8.
Investigation is not my strong suit.
Oh, okay. I missed that
Um,
part specifically. I was like, what are you rolling for? An 8?
They you're reading a lot about famous people, famous stories, famous legends, songs of magical songs in a sense. You're not necessarily finding the song I know that you're looking for, but everything that you're seeing, mainly, and I say like 60% of what you're like pulling through comes from Grove Dorlock,
Okay.
which is, we know, well,
The performance
the performance.
and entertainment group. Is there... I know I'm in the section where I'm finding like music, like sheet music, but is there like any sort of like scrolls or books or anything that I can read that might explain like how to get in touch with that grove, what happened between the communication between the two, cultural differences between Grove Magnolia and Grove, anything that might like help me get closer?
Not in this section. You would have to go to like the history of the groves, or maybe talk to Dolos.
Okay.
To kind of specifically like, how do I get in contact with them? Or maybe your butler, or butler probably wouldn't be able to answer that question so much. Might be able to help, but you are finding though all sorts of different scrolls, different songs, new ballads you've never heard of, things that you could possibly use for. You've learned. You're kind of reading through. Do you know Song of Rest yet?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Remind me, what is it? You know what? I kind of remember it kind of off the top of my head. I believe it's a short rest that they recharge on.
Yep. So if you or any friendly creature who can hear your performance regain hit points at the end of the short rest by spending one more hit dice. Each of those creatures regains an extra 1d6.
Okay, so you are reading through all sorts of different ones, and you come across a certain song that is kind of talking about a war, and it's more of, it's in a very poetic song. I was reading, and from the very first verse, you're like, this is depressing, this is sad. It's a tragedy in a sense. It's almost like Shakespearean written. There is a little bit of like kind of humor in a sense lodged in there, kind of inserted here and there. There was wars that were happening in the old times between groves before a lot of the major groves were even established, and there was a battlefield strewn with bodies, dying, sick, injured, just in pieces. And there was one elf lady that climbed a tree and started singing. And her words were not of hope. Her words themselves were not of, hey, we need to stop. It was more of like, what we're doing here is wrong. And the death here was not worth what we are doing. And this is our failure as a species. And it talks more in depth through this song. This song is not the song that she's saying, but it goes into a little bit of her life and how she kind of got to this point. And you started seeing soldiers started coming up, and from all the different armies and groves, it kind of circled around her for 7 days as they were kind of lost in her song. And the 7 days turned into a month, which turned into a year, which turned into a decade. And through that, it was how Dorlana's grove grew from the ground. This ballad is actually called The Song of Death Through Growth. With this, you will be able to roll an additional D4 on top of the D6 through your Song of Rest.
Wow.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
You're gonna make us all cry, but we'll feel better at the end.
Ooh.
You said it was called the Song of Death
Through growth.
When he's done.
Was there anything else you wanted to look for?
I mean, in this section, I won't find anything that'll mention what I'm looking for, right? At this point, because I've already poured through it. So I think I'll ask the butler about the history section to see if maybe I can read into that.
We're gonna kind of
you can move around.
Yeah, we're gonna kind of like now group back together in a sense where you are given a history of the groves. Kind of communication's really hard right now. It's very hard to get between the groves. It's more of like you have to send hidden messengers, or you try to attach a message through trade, which is very limited. It's only like certain resources that are traded between.
Is there like a name for the event when they stop talking? Like, is it called like the split when they stop talking to each other? Is there a? It's a big historical thing.
It happened 300 years ago when Petal left.
Right.
There is an event.
They haven't named it as a moment. Okay.
No.
Okay, so this is
Sure.
as Petal left.
I'm gonna start calling it the split. I'm gonna name it.
We're gonna name it.
I'm gonna name it.
I do want to jump to real quick to the enchanter.
Oh boy.
You see Kronk, Spicolius. They're standing in a shop with jewels, necklaces, all like royal room.
Is this the Great Fairy Song from Zelda?
This is not.
Okay.
I can't use any music because it's all copyrighted. Like that. So we see this very beautiful hippie kind of elf lady. She's got trinkets. Her face looks like a jewelry shop from all the like diamonds and studs and rings on her. She's got necklaces and bracelets. As you walk in, there's a harp playing some magical tune. She's kind of just dancing around in circles. And she goes, "My young travelers, you have come to bless yourself in the presence of Raphael. What can I do for you?"
I would like
various
to.
century
Yeah. I would like to enchant these potatoes.
Oh my gosh. You would like to enchant your potatoes.
Yes.
Oh, that would be lovely. What would you like these enchanted to be?
What are my options?
Imagination is your options.
Ah, okay. I like this. I like you. All right. So, I would like. I have a sack of 20 potatoes.
Sack of 20 potatoes.
Yes, and I would like half of them to be enchanted for 15 of them to be enchanted for offensive purposes, and then 5 of them to be enchanted for defensive purposes.
Defensive and offensive. Is this for more of a combat related or maybe more of a charismatic nature?
Oh, I think you know what?
Full on feeling herself right now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, this is offensive
Offensive.
or combat.
She kind of flutters over to a bookshelf, pulls a book, flips through, throws it away. Bless me with the potatoes.
Hand over my sack of potatoes.
She grabs it, puts it on a table. Starts sprinkling some stuff all over it. She takes a syringe, starts injecting something in it. She puts some other trinkets on top of them. She does all sorts of different spells she's casting on them, and she gives them to you. And you have like a whole bunch of now. When you use these, I want it to be a surprise.
Oh my God.
Just know, when you throw these, if you throw them, I suggest throwing, have some distance between you and wherever you're throwing it.
All right. Is there a label for the 5 defensive ones, or are they all just?
Oh yeah, just have it mixed in.
Oh no! Of course, the ones with these sort of jewel symbols on them, and you pull out, and you now are looking at the most bedazzled potatoes of all time. It's like legitimately like a 3-year-old's bedazzled tool all over it. There's like a picture of a flower, there's a moon, there's a pony on it. We all know we have that one friend.
Yes.
Yes, all the ones that have unicorns on them are safe for you. Safe. They're defensive, I guess you could say.
Do I eat them, or do I just like smash it or throw it at somebody?
Ooh, that's actually really, really interesting. Eat them.
Okay.
See what happens.
I will waste a potato right now.
Okay.
I'm gonna eat one of the defensive ones to see what it does.
Okay.
Oh my God.
You eat one of your potatoes. And Spicolius, you feel nothing. Kind of like, what the hell's happening? It's kind of like waiting. You start to see like hardened scales go all over Kronk. In a sense that he almost looks like he's an armadilloed scales all over him.
You're an oversized armadillo.
Oh, very cool. Very cool. I like it. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome. Now, they're not all the same, but for the most part, they will all protect you in some sort of magical or physical combat, you should say. All of them will give you a +1 to your AC while you are using them. The offensive ones are all elements that you throw. So in a sense, they're a projectile thrown element. Whatever happens,
Fireball.
they will have a D8 of whatever magical element you want it to be.
Okay. Cool.
And you, sir,
I gotta.
what can I do for you?
All right, dancing one. Can I have a couple things? I would like to have my armor enchanted to be as strong as adamantine armor.
There it is.
There
Thank
it is.
you.
I was there.
Thank you. Okay. Adamantium. What else?
And then I would like to have my longsword enchanted to where as I wear it and have my hilt on it, and as I have my hand on the hilt, I can have better perception of my surroundings.
Okay. I know what I can do for that. What else?
Can I have a necklace amulet of fall protection?
Fall a lot?
It is a risk I take a lot.
So it's my decision. Yes. My decision. Okay, not so much clumsiness. Okay. Because I did have a protection. I have an amulet right now for clumsiness, but just cure all be all of all clumsiness. I don't have that one. I can't do the adamantium. I don't have the proper resources for it. But I could definitely do the perception.
Excellent. I will take that.
It's on your sword, correct?
Yes.
Do you mind?
Absolutely.
She definitely is holding your greatsword right now. It's a greatsword or a rapier? Yeah.
It's just a long sword.
Long sword. She's holding it one-handed, no problem. She goes, I see what the problem here is, and just flicks the blade off, lands all, flies into like the wall. And she says, this pommel here, trash. And she comes out and pulls out, she just like grabs a whole bunch of things. As she's like grabbing new objects, she puts them in the air, walks away. They just start floating in midair. It's very much like astronauts. They're just standing there. She goes out and grabs some more jewels, starts pulling little intricate tools. She starts putting. She gets her little like one-eye spectacle. Puts it all together. Snaps her fingers. The blade comes flying back. Definitely catches the back in the pommel and hands it back to you. I may have gone a little overboard. Are you holding your sword right now?
I am.
So she says, I may have gone a little overboard, and sometimes I just get too excited. It's just one of my things.
There's always a little bit of.
She's just an aloof kind of person, and she's saying this, and she's like, I just kind of, it's a little more than I ever expect to be. It's just because of how awesome and beautiful I am, and just my skills as an enchanter. But as she's saying this, she's not moving her mouth.
Huh. Interesting.
You're welcome.
You must have visited that dude with the good stuff, didn't you?
The good kush.
Oh, are you talking about Cheech?
Yes.
That's my brother.
Makes sense.
What is her name?
May I have
Is it
your name?
Cheech and
I
Chong?
haven't. No, I already said it's with that, you're gonna have one charge per day of detect thoughts.
Oh, heck yeah.
known as the Grove of the Riders, has, or formerly has, is they have not produced riders in some time. Caves full of hutches of eggs, where the roost is. That's where they would normally do. It's been about 100 years since the last egg has been hatched. There is no accord that there are current eggs right now. Once Petal got kidnapped, communication kind of, in a sense, almost got severed. There was still some for a little while, but after like 100, 200 years, it just stopped. So there's no recent history of how many eggs are there right now. Is there eggs there right now? What color dragons are there right now? If they're actual dragons or more worms, in a sense.
Weird worms.
Yeah. But that's in Grovia Vale. You don't see anything much more about, in a sense, dragons here in this section, or from wherever section you're kind of pulling from right now.
Okay.
Anybody else?
Yes, is that what you want to
Okay, fine. Drive us insane. There's a
I don't
chance
want to be
we will not
impulsive.
survive this.
I'll stand off to the distance.
We look at the book or not. I do
No,
want to
I could look at the book.
Go ahead.
Joris.
I just want to throw on the spectacles.
Joris or
and,
Jolis?
like reading glasses real
Jolis.
quick.
Jolis with an L.
Sir.
Oh, I'm a reader and I can't read.
Yeah.
Like, what prompted that?
Curiosity. I have a curse of curiosity. I love to read about history, and my curiosity got the better. Can I tell you a secret?
Love secrets.
By all means.
Are we all together again?
I don't think we are just yet.
Not yet.
My appearance before you is because of a book I've read. Actually, 647 this year. It's not the book the one that I've read with that symbol, but my curiosity got the better of me. I started reading more, and I thought that I was better. I thought I knew what I was getting into. Over time, there's other things that I have cursed to me. My age was altered, or kind of slowed. I can't taste food anymore. I sleep with nightmares every night. I don't sleep really at all. So if this is something that you are going to do, I will say just try to be as prepared as you can. I don't really have a book here to give you. Do I have a book here?
Plenty of books up there.
Oh, it's so tiny.
I love it. There's nothing in here. That's perfect.
That was brutal. Wow.
No, none of those. No, yeah,
I
it's
do
it's
love
cool,
that.
but
It's just
it's not. Those are not what you're saying. So,
yeah.
are you?
It's just a little part.
So, this isn't something that I'm gonna ask. Are you gonna actually? Who's opening this book to read?
I lost that.
I think just me. Since you didn't want to.
I'll stand off to the distance, like to the side, but I'm gonna use
If I go
Portuguese.
crazy, just you put me down somehow. like knock me out if it's too bad.
Do you want a potato for protection?
Can I use bardic inspiration?
No
So you
means.
get an additional 1d8 on whatever check you roll next.
Okay.
If you have to roll.
to roll to do this?
Yes. So you're gonna open this book.
I don't know.
You are met with empty pages, completely absent of anything. So you flip through more and more. Time itself is lost as you're flipping through these pages. Next page has a symbol on it. You don't recognize it. Next page has the same symbol with something else added to it. The next page. You flip back through, and now you see all three symbols. You're flipping through more and more. And now, no matter what page you're on, you're seeing the same symbols appear more and more. And it doesn't make sense. There's no sort of rhyme or reason. They're not placed in a way of reading. They're not, in a sense, placed in a way that it's organized. You're seeing symbols, you're seeing spirals, like splotches of beings that look like they could be important. The more you flip, until the whole page itself is just completely gibberish. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw for me.
Can I use identify?
I'm gonna warn you here. This is high. So if anybody has any way to help Flinris right now,
I get to use bardic on that.
Yeah. It's an
Okay.
ability check, right? Wisdom, yeah, so you get ability plus 1d8 to that.
Plus 1d8.
Yeah.
I do have advantage against being frightened. I don't know if that's what's happening.
nope.
Dang.
I can make you invisible.
Sounds like this
Can-
is gonna drive
Can I
you.
use identify on the book?
Stop what you're doing. Are you gonna cast Identify on it?
Yes.
Oh,
Okay.
that's SpaghettiOs.
You cast Identify. Your eyes go black. Immediately not an Identify spell that is normally how it goes. You feel as if a black hand reaches out from the book, enters your mind. You feel the tendrils of the hand reach into your brain,
Oh, shit.
into your body. Complete blackness. As you see white eyes start to form. And then something is saying something to you in a weird language. It's like hundreds of people themselves are talking to you.
Okay.
And you're getting through this, that this is a historical book of something. Something possibly as old as time.
Is the speaking going like ongoing or something?
Yeah, it doesn't stop. It's going
Can I
through your
cast
head.
comprehend languages?
No. I mean, you can. It's still, you can't.
Oh, I wouldn't be
You
able
still
to.
can't figure it out.
Dang. Okay.
I need you now. That's actually a really good point. This is gonna be weird in how I'm gonna ask you to do this. I need you to, in a sense,
Too late. I cast fireball.
I want you to, in a sense, cast insight in a no. Let's do a raw intelligence check here.
What?
A raw intelligence check.
Nat 1.
Nat 1.
Wow.
No clue. You don't know why, you don't understand it. You're doing what you can. I need you and Flinris to both make wisdom saving throws for me on this.
Might go poorly.
Very.
About to. Ooh.
Was it a 1d20?
Yep.
Oh god.
11.
7 plus 7 plus 1 for 15.
15. Okay. Okay. So
11.
an 11. Pick a color.
Oh god.
Both of us?
Yeah, pick a color.
Any color?
Any color.
Red.
Red.
That was gonna be my
I don't know if
color.
I have red. Let me tell you actually.
Do I need to pick it up color?
I have red.
Purple.
I have purple. I bestow upon thee your new dice for the rest of the game until you can figure out how to change it. Now, this is a great point.
Oh.
This is cool. These dice, for the viewers at home, these dice are cursed dice. Whatever number that die can roll, it's one less.
Well,
you
they
have
don't
lost.
land on flats.
Well, if you roll it, it will have the number up, whatever number it is.
So roll it. See what happens.
You have lost the ability to crit anything
For the rest of the game?
until you figure out how to remove whatever happened to y'all.
Can I cast a spell magic?
You can try.
We've been
It's not,
cursed.
but it's not.
Did I get any information about this symbol?
Oh my gosh.
Damn it.
God, that is hilarious.
These are funky dice.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You are welcome. Oh, that was saving that for a rainy day. I've
Yes.
had this for 2 years
Oh my.
for a rainy day.
It did rain today.
It did
Yeah,
rain
it
today.
did rain.
It
It was a
rain
rainy
today.
day.
How do you know what size these are?
It's weird. There's like D20s, D13s, oh, sorry, D19s, D13s, D7s, D5s. It's weird. I will help you
crazy.
after this go through. But
Oh, okay.
The dice themselves are also one
the
short.
underline
Flinders,
number
I
is the
do
max.
want to kind of take a note here. Remember what you, in a sense, just remember that you saw those writings.
Whoa.
As you guys are brought back.
Wait, we both saw the writings?
She saw the writings, you saw and heard
That thing.
The thing.
Or stuff.
As now you feel come back, you feel a dark touch. Maybe a hand on your shoulder, something gripping inside of you, clenching, holding you back. You come back, cold sweat, both of you. It seemed like years went by throughout this.
This is crazy, dude.
Well, I mean, I'm in the library with them. I saw this happening.
Oh, you want to do one too?
I don't want to do one. No. No.
Now that we
man,
know.
I saw what happened to these guys.
What
But
if I throw a potato in the book?
that's what I want to look at. The book. Where y'all put the book?
I still have it.
Ah.
Are we keeping it
I
on
have
us?
this basilisk.
I don't think.
Oh, wait, we have to return it, don't we?
I don't think he's gonna let me take it. And I don't want to take it. I want to give it back to the man who knows how to keep it safe.
I hope
Don't let anybody open that.
I hope it was worth your answers.
No. They're cursed now.
I'm just gonna go back
No,
to my
let's-
room and go to bed. And wait for a summons from the king.
Can
Do you know how to undo what any of these books have done? A book sniffing buddy?
I have been 43 for 600 years. I have not figured it out.
43 for 600 years?
I'm 640, well,
That's
647.
why he looks like a child.
Hey, so it's like immortality, though, right? In a sense.
Oh, I'm aging still.
Just
But I'm at-
aggressively slow.
But
I'm
you
this
like
one.
your form is still a people. So if you grow old, you still look the same, but you still die of age.
Yes. I'm assuming. That's what all of
I think I'm fine.
Could I cast Identify myself to identify what is afflicting us? Like, would it help to like get a better idea?
Roll. What is it? What is Roll an Arcana check, and I'm gonna tell you right now, it's in a sense where it's almost impossible to do it, but I want to see you try.
22 on this dice.
I roll a 19.
You roll
Impossible to get.
There's also a 22.
Yeah.
I know. I'll help you clear through this.
Dang, I got a 2.
Wow, no one's rolling good today.
No,
Well,
you can't
he's got
figure
the
it out.
cursed dice.
You know that you've been afflicted by some curse.
Did these replace like D8s?
All of your
D6s?
dice have now been replaced.
So it's like instead of a D20, it's a D19.
Every dice that you have, 4,
It's a D19,
6,
like a turn
8,
somewhere else.
10, 12, 20, all of them replaced.
Oh my gosh.
This is evil.
That is evil.
I'm this morning. I have 7 sets of dice that I saved.
We could all end up
for,
like this.
for this moment.
Just trying to cast Identify to be helpful.
Oh,
man.
I appreciate the effort,
But
the solidarity here.
but fuck you.
But also, well, at least if he had to be just speak, which is fine. I chose to open the book.
We are going to kind of fast forward to our the chambers. We're all kind of sitting back in the common room. We see 2 of our adventurers kind of lost, kind of sitting there, like pale skin. Flanders was like, "Why'd I come out of retirement for this?"
So, but at this point, we can say that everybody's relayed everything that what's happened. Then.
Yeah, I think so.
All right.
Can we stop by the armory?
Yeah, we can stop by the armory.
Yeah.
Let's, cool. Let's save for that real quick.
Yeah.
It's late. Armory. Let's say the armory closed at this point. Well, armory's 24/7.
Did
We can
Mr.
wait till
Trent
later.
just
We
go to bed?
can wait till later.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can wait until next time.
Next time.
What are you guys looking
I'm looking for either boots of Elvenkind, cloak of Elvenkind, or illusionist bracers.
Snazzy. I'm looking for an elven made shield.
for? Right, one thing that you guys were looking for,
Okay.
all of you, and we'll work.
The tightest.
If you make us roll a
thong
D20 for
possible
it,
out of
No.
metal.
We're all at the room right now.
Okay.
We all are conversating, kind of all swapping stories together.
Hey guys, like shit. Tried to read Harry Potter, you wouldn't believe it, but it's actually just a fucking Horcrux.
Fair. Oh. You don't even get to house party.
You get the door. You see Petal.
Oh, lovely. Good to see you. I didn't expect you back so soon.
I know it was actually real kind of difficult for me to get out of there. Everybody was trying to make sure that I was okay. And then you see Finya trailing right behind her. If it wasn't for Finya here, I wouldn't be able to get out. Would you believe the amount of people that want to make sure that you're doing okay? Hey, we need to check this. What happened? All these stories, and I could not keep up with them. I just,
Written it down.
you know that.
You should have done like a choose your own adventure.
I
sort of
should
book.
make like
the end of the
business cards, and I just hand out. Here's my story.
Yes.
Here's my story. Here's my story.
The Martian book, and all he's doing is doing testing to make sure he doesn't have cancer
Yep.
or radiation. He's like, can we not?
Listen, I'm alone on the planet by myself. I can do what I want.
Well, after he gets back, he's trying to make sure he
Like
doesn't
this.
die of cancer.
So I hate to tell you this, Thank you for saving me and bringing me back home. I said, look, Father, I don't think I'm ready. He was very insistent on his gratitude.
I have a question.
Good answer.
Do we have food testers here?
For poison? Yeah, I mean,
Great.
of course.
Oh, you
Phineas
don't have to
sends
worry
out
about
butler.
poisoning with me.
I don't trust the dad.
I can
It just
sense
in my
poison.
gut, I'm like, I suddenly don't like him.
Yes.
It's too soon.
I can smell it.
I also hate to say this, but it's also in an hour, which we need to start getting ready right now. I just needed a moment. Yes,
Fancy is
tonight.
this dinner?
It's fancy. I'm sorry.
Wait a second.
Tailors are on their way right now.
Fantastic.
I needed
I
to
think
get
this is the
away.
best I owe.
I have to put clothes on.
Spicolius, please tell me you have something to smoke right at this second.
Got you right here.
She takes it. She starts letting loose. She like takes the dress off that she had, and it's just like you see like nightgown. Like this is not what I remember.
Beautiful city.
That was not 300 years, and you really get used to just being. You know they don't have a single loafer here. They don't have loafers.
What?
I know. It's crazy. Finia here had to explain what a loafer is. I had no clue. I didn't know. It's
Not gonna lie, I also don't know what a loafer is. What is a loafer?
it's, you know those soft like slippers that you wear. It's kind of got cushions. They're almost like moccasins.
Don't trip over. Put your foot up.
We have.
You can wear them outside.
We have. The loafer.
The loafer. Yes, exactly like that. Okay, please. Are you guys at least enjoying your stay?
Oh hell yeah.
Oh, for
We're just in the corner dying.
What's wrong with this?
Well, they read a bad book.
No. They go to the dark section.
Yeah.
Joel
I had research to do.
Jolas.
insisted.
He did not.
Do we have?
He
He
said,
warned us.
please read this, I beg you.
Can I tell you the first time he told me his age? It was such a shock because we were out playing and I was like, dude, you're like 300. Why are you still playing with us?
That's
No, I mean like he's a child, yes, but you would think at some point like okay, you're a child, but you were
But do the adults let him hang out looking like that? Just lovely, I bet.
You know, and honestly, you know, do we all truly lose our childhood?
Do we
and try to
all
solve
ever
it?
grow
Was he
up,
a
or do we just pretend?
prideful.
Was Jolas an asshole?
Of course he was.
Oh,
I wasn't
okay,
there. I
was
was
that-
at his
He was a
Again, he
prick.
insisted.
He thought he was a know-it-all.
He was helpful, but he's snobbish.
Very snobbish. He always thought like in the sense that he knew one thing more than you and all this stuff.
He likes
He had a weird obsession with books.
They were sniffing stuff.
Oh no! Don't tell me you know you can smell books too.
They got into the scratch and sniff section.
Oh, I mean respect to you, my sister, but I'm sorry for the rest of you. I'm glad he has a friend in me. I hope you made a friend in 300 years at least. I've seen more than everybody. I still haven't seen my brothers yet, or my older sister. Well, they're supposed to meet us at dinner tonight.
Mother's alive.
Yeah, my brother's still alive.
I don't know. It's gonna be like a real sad dinner, or like.
No, my mother Belinda is still alive. You'll meet her tonight.
And where? So in the Grand Hall, are there any cool like murals there, like the window glass pane murals and things like that? Like, cool digital stuff.
Yes. It's a gigantic room with a large table,
Awesome.
from what I remember.
The one in the Grand Hall. Where
It's
y'all-
about the same size as the
Oh,
Grand Hall.
that's awesome. That was a really cool piece out there.
You hear another knock on the door. Princess Antaluna, Princess Finia, we need you to start getting ready. Just bring us stuff here. We'll do it here. At least I'm comfortable here. A whole bunch of tailors come in. All of you are outfitted in the most regal, royal attire as possible.
Yeah.
Suits, your hair. Everybody has hairstyles, makeup. You are already dashing as it is.
Can I still be
No,
in
I don't want
copter
to
hat and
Yeah.
talking with the tailor as we go one by one?
Every time they take it off, you put it back on.
Yeah.
Can I wear my performance outfit?
Performance check.
You gotta convince the tailors this is
I want
fancy
like
enough.
King Thranduil's I want like the elvish dress for banquet.
Yes, you have it. Say
Like a
it.
performance check?
Yes.
What's that? 26.
26. They regretfully will allow you to wear your performance attire. The rest of you, prom, it's itchy. You've never been in like suits like this before. It's weird, dude. It's weird.
Hey,
Plus
I'm
you're
a
bulging.
baby carrier too.
Yes, you guys are very insistent. They try to like dislodge both of you. Very insistent that both of you.
I'm
Sit to the side
uncomfortable
and
in this dress.
They
What is
try
this?
to give you the most naturalistic dress possible. They're like, this is the Havenor of Grove Magnolia. We need to make sure that you are of proper attire.
But I won't wear those feet shields.
That'll work.
Are you talking
You wear
about shoes?
shoes?
Yeah, those look so uncomfortable.
How about this? We
Could climb a tree in that.
It's like, well, can we at least make her a dress that covers her feet so she can not wear the foot shields? It's against her religion. Okay, whatever you request, of course, Princess Finia. And it's like a weird, like, everybody's in action right now. You're like backstage, like getting ready for the show is what it feels like. As you guys are
That's funny.
now getting led to. That's not right. Start. Damn you.
Curse this machine.
Okay, we're just gonna keep it here. We're gonna go to dinner. You guys get to dinner, and it's just a long table. You see lords, you see ladies, all sorts of nobles are staying here. Long table. You guys are all kind of sitting at. Butlers serving you food, roasts, salads, fruits, meats. Whole boar has been cooked up, put on the table in front of you. The whole thing, everything, anything you can want. Ale, drinks, no weed. Everything's been laid out for you. And while we're here, it's definitely like there's empty chairs still. As people are still kind of like there's still two empty chairs. You see Behaloon, see his red hair. You see another new red-haired face, a little bit younger than Petal, a little bit older than Finia, red-haired, kind of combed over hair, and you see a very young elf standing close to the head of the table, where you see the Havenor, and next to him is his wife, the Ashtar. So you guys are being like served all of these foods, immaculate food. It seems like everybody wants to talk to Lune Petal. They want to get her accounts. Where are you? What was it like? All these things, all these stories. You know, trying to catch up on the past 300 years.
At this point, she should just have like a performance.
She should.
A live TV audience.
She just make a PowerPoint
reenact
presentation of.
Hold all questions till the end, please.
You see, though, the Havenor kind of quiet, kind of just. He's already heard the story. He's kind of there, and the doors swing open. You see a two very royal, very like proper elves, a male and a female walked in. They both sit at like the number 1 and 2 spot next to the Lysanthe, the Havenor. Yes. Then you hear like a clinking of the glass. Ting, 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 ting. It appears my children have now finally arrived. For the first time in 300 years, my family is complete once again. Lysanthe has been devoid of emotions for the most part the entire time you've known him. Spare for the few tears you've seen upon the reunion. Now, this is your first time looking at Valindra. This is like hands down the most like Mona Lisa beautiful elf you've ever seen. Like, does not look shirty.
She is Galadriel.
She is the Galadriel of this room. But she's kind of been bubbling motherly all over. She's had Petal Etalune right next to her this whole time, hand on her, like holding hands type thing. And now I feel that there has been a lot of questions with the state of my daughter, but I please do request that we give her time. Give her time to recover. Let her be with her family. Let us have our moments of just peace. But please enjoy what we have to offer in this dinner for you, and just celebrating our family and our growth becoming whole once again. You see, though, you hear a scoot of a chair. The one slicked back red-haired elf that you saw. And then he kind of whispers, "That's my brother, Melmir. He's the 6th one." He kind of walks up to his father and goes, you hear him start to whisper something in his ear. And Lysanthere's face kind of still devoid of emotion, kind of looking back. Thank you, my son. So he goes back and sits down at his chair. I'm gonna make perception checks while I'm talking.
Which dice is this?
It's your forever dice until
God. What I got?
So brings me the utmost joy that my daughter has returned back to me. What'd you roll? 14.
17.
17.
16.
16.
9.
10.
9.
9.
14.
14.
30,
30,
20.
20.
4.
A 4. Everybody but Spicolius. As he's talking, you're starting to see butlers kind of come up to the other nobles and start pulling them away. It's been 300 years since my family has been whole. 300 long years where I had a hole in my heart. 300 years where my days have been quiet. The people's, with my own grove, you hear their cries of sadness and loss of our own. It's now just the party and the family. You're starting to see the guards start to walk up. Which now makes this even more hurtful. A stab directly to my heart. One of the guards opens it up. Tell me, why have you brought my daughter to this? Why are you conspiring against Magnala? As now you what is Grove Mirathia have against Magnala? What is Dorlana, as he's holding up symbols and pictures? All of them have the symbol of the man's face, of that symbol on his forehead. All of them have this. Care to explain why all of these were found in your rooms within your belongings?
We were framed.
Framed?
I don't know nothing about nothing. I ain't mine.
It's within your possession.
Can I do a
It's
deception
curious
check?
that my daughter, who kidnapped 300 years ago, coincidentally comes back with non-elves, save for one, and has conspiracies to overthrow Magnala, stating that we are growing too powerful. Perhaps the groves themselves can't be trusted. Perhaps Grove Magnala should be its own entity. Perhaps Grove Magnala should hold all the power within the Jaded Forests. You look behind you, and each of you have a guard behind you. Put their hands on your shoulders.
What is what is Petal doing at this moment?
Father, you cannot be serious. None of this is gonna. These have been planted. All of these, you cannot. Hush, daughter. Why have you hurt me? Why have you drove the dagger through my own heart? I had such high hopes for you on your return. Such high hopes for you as I did 300 years past. It seems that your departure did not teach you a lesson. I thought casting you away was teaching you value. I think we are done here.
You use the mind smile.
I think.
What about the window?
I cast it.
I will say I appreciate you bringing my daughter back to me. But I believe that our dungeons will be better acquaintance, better accommodations for me.
I would like to use my sword and do detect thoughts on him.
You've already used it today.
What?
On the enchanter.
What? I did.
Yeah.
Did not know I did that.
Can I cast invisibility?
Go for it. You cast invisibility. Go ahead and make a stealth check with advantage for me. Anybody who wants to do anything right in this exact moment.
Can I divine smite the guard?
This will help our.
Yep.
I'm going to use my halfling nimbleness to move through the guard's space and get away from him. And then
Alright, so I can affect two other people.
do pass without trace. on
Oh, you're
myself.
up.
Who wants to be
You're up.
invisible with me?
I'll be invisible.
I'll do invisibility. 'Cause
I mean, we're together.
I'd rather
It'll-
not have
as soon as if you go invisible, as soon as you smite, you lose your invisibility.
then I'm not
I
gonna
can do a
smite.
pass without trace on me and my companions, but you have to stay within 30 feet.
I will spend a focus point and dash disengage.
Dash disengage. Got it.
Oh.
Is this our first combat?
Yes.
Wow.
This campaign, yeah.
This can
No,
be.
no,
Oh
no.
yeah.
No,
All right,
this-
so
this
let's
is-
go
this
around the
is-
table,
this
and I'm going to do this in an order of I see fit. Michael, what's your first thing you want to do here? Sorry, Kari.
Kari. First thing I'll do, again, I will expend my focus point to dash and disengage.
Okay.
So it's basically, it's the dodge action, correct?
Yes. Well,
On-
disengage.
Mm-hmm.
You can disengage. Well, you're in a sense grappled because you have the hands of the guards on your shoulders.
Yes.
So you would have to kind of make an athletics to get ungrappled.
Can I use Misty Step?
You can Misty Step. You got the chance to ungrapple yourself.
I would like to do a perception check first
Okay, go ahead and make your perception.
to see if there's any windows nearby.
Yes.
You have to clean this shit right now?
About 100 feet away.
100 feet.
This is a big ass room.
Wait, am I still in a baby carrier?
You are in the baby carriage, so you are very, unless you want to be out of it.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I want to be in.
Okay.
So I rolled an 18.
There's windows. There's a big glass mosaic portrait in the back. About 100 feet from you. Michael.
Do we know the distance down though?
Yeah, that's just disengage.
I have one.
So I can
Still in the baby
bound
carrier.
away.
Okay, start running. There's one door that led in here besides the butler's quarters. Which one you want to go to? The door or the butler's quarters? The
We
kitchens.
move at one.
Misty Step been out the
I want to go to the door.
Door?
Yeah, yeah,
You run to it. Alright. As you get to it, you open the door. There are dozens upon dozens of guards running up the stairs towards you.
Cool. Close the door. I'm going to. I want to spend another focus point to activate my elemental attuneness.
Okay.
I'm going to, with my hand, fire, melt the door together.
Okay. Melt the door together.
I'm gonna.
Starting to melt. The lock, you're doing like
wanna be
lightsaber,
locked in
not
with
lightsaber,
them?
but like you are fusing the door in itself.
I
on a molecular level.
am a beginner welder.
Awesome. Flinris.
I'm gonna halfling nimbleness my way away from him, pass
I'm
that
thinking
trace
about-
on myself.
Okay.
Misty step
And
away
fucking
and
on.
flying
All right.
boots, grab pedal.
Cool.
Dip.
Where are you going?
Yeah.
There's,
I'm down for that.
I'll say there's 3 exits that you can take. There's the door that he just fused.
The door
There's
I just
the
locked.
butler's quarters that leads to the kitchens, and there's the mosaic.
You said there's multiple windows
The
though.
mosaic?
Yeah, it's like that big window, multiple
Oh,
windows
okay,
going all the way
yeah.
up it.
The big stained glass window.
Gotcha.
I want to get through to the kitchens and hide in there, but not fully leave because I don't know if we're going for murder or escape yet.
Okay, you're gonna
I'm
get
keeping
to the
an eye
door.
on everybody else.
I'll say you get to the door. As you get to the door, you're starting to see
Pedal
guards
should be
flowing in from the
Within
kitchen.
range for me to ever.
Yeah.
Get there.
Well, I have passed without trace, and I
I have
also
to
have
make sure I get on grapple.
naturally stealthy as a halfling.
Make
We'll
yourself
take
check.
the
So-
With like advantage, I
Yeah.
assume.
Yep. Testes, what are you doing?
No. Pass without trace.
So
is
with
plus
me and
10.
Gronk, I think we're gonna attempt to
Well,
ungrapple
is
the
the
guard.
halfling
I'm gonna Misty Step
thing give you
if it
advantage at all?
goes to pedal, and then we're gonna grab her and
Yeah.
use his flying boots.
Cool. Awesome. Where are you guys going?
After we grab pedal,
Aiming for the mosaic.
Alright? You start flying towards the mosaic. At like obnoxious speed right now. Silk.
Yeah, I know. It's cursed.
Half invisibility.
Whichever one says 19.
I'm gonna cast invisibility.
Okay? Roll your stealth with advantage.
The corner. I'm gonna land flat.
26.
Okay? Where are you going?
I'm gonna cast it at the high enough level. Can I touch these two?
Okay, cool.
So
Yeah.
they're invisible too now. Because everybody else rushed off already, right? So I can't touch them.
Yep.
Okay. And then I'll start making my way towards the mosaic.
Okay. Hello, what are you doing?
I'm running with them, but now I'm invisible, so this is great. But I also I want to look behind me real quick and shoot a cone of color spray out.
Okay.
It's gonna blind them suckers if they fail Constitution 13 save.
They rolled flat 18.
Okay,
modifiers.
they totally are fine.
Okay. Spicolius, where are you going?
Well, I'm invisible now. I'm just gonna step up on top of the table and I'm gonna stand there.
You stand there.
I'm gonna stand there and I'm gonna just listen in invisibility so I can hear what's going on.
What's the duration?
Should a minute, an hour?
Concentration up to an hour.
9 for my spell.
Very stealthy.
Nice.
Say,
Looking right at him.
safe bet. We're all at. So we're all kind of doing actions. We're jumping around. We're trying to hide. We're trying to run away. Guards are starting to flow in. You hear a booming voice. Stop! Just echoing through the halls. Stop! You hear it in your own head. Movements start to slow down. Everybody here needs to make a, charisma saving throw. No, sorry. Let's make this a wisdom saving throw here.
No.
It's the screaming frightened.
Nope.
Oh no.
19.
18 plus 7.
10.
That's not
10.
can't math right now.
16.
16.
Where's wisdom? Oh, 16.
Did you have a minus on yours too?
That's 25.
What?
25.
Alright.
3.
A 2 plus 3.
Oh man.
I literally rolled a 19. I was like, damn, that's the highest I could roll on this thing.
A nat 19.
This is pretty cool. I like this.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well.
Saving throw.
11.
An 11.
Yeah, I thought I had something else to help give me.
Testes, Kronk, you guys are flying, rocketing towards the mosaic.
We got pedal on hand though, right?
You have pedal with you.
Alright, cool.
You're holding pedal. You have Testes, Kronk, pedal in a weird sandwich, flying. Slowly start to come to a stop. You're now floating 20 feet above you. Around you, just completely stop. Party. As you're melting the lock, you're seeing the fusion of the metals and the bright red and orange glow just freeze in its spot. As you have this confusion of why is this not moving anymore? As you now can't move. Flinris, you see the guards going through, clearing into the kitchens. As you try to turn tail, as you go, and you just start running and slowly come to a stop. Spicolius, you're standing proudly on the table right now, looking around. Your neck starts to strain as you can't turn your head any longer. As you're held
I
in
want to be
place
staring
in
right
the-
at the dad. If I can.
Oh my gosh.
Aloe, you feel the wave of this cold kind of just take onto you. You feel this immense weight on your shoulders. So you kind of just force yourself out of it as you're standing. You look around. Everybody in the room is completely stationary. Save for one thing.
For one what?
One thing. You see this black empty space appear behind the Lysanthier. Sorry, I don't know, Lysanthier. You see someone start to walk out of spells are still being written as we speak. Curious. She starts to write something down. Starts to float over towards you.
Oh my gosh. This is. You should have killed you when we had the chance.
I would like to see you try.
Okay.
Unfortunately, go for it. Give me your best shot.
Get her. Get her.
Let me get these vines coming up from here from the floor to entangle you in.
Okay. What does he have to make?
Strength 15.
Strength 15.
Range.
7.
7. He starts to get completely entangled in these vines. Almost like he's welcomed it. His time is now all entangling around him. Cute. Perhaps you'll try one of mine. He reaches out with a finger, snaps. Something just happened. Oh. There we go. I need you to make me a wisdom saving throw.
I have a question real quick. You never told me what I was doing.
Oh,
So can I cast counterspell come free? If not,
you are held by it as well.
okay.
You rolled a 19.
Nat
I rolled a
20.
19.
Nat 20.
Yes.
Ooh. As he tries to enter your mind, you kind of just will yourself out of it. Interesting. Very interesting. Through the vines, he kind of pulls out his book and starts to write something down.
You're sick. What are you doing here?
Recording. Recording time as I've always done. I don't think we've had the chance to meet, little elf.
I have heard enough about you.
I'm sorry that our introductions have to be kind of cut short, as he kind of just steps out of the vines. Starts to walk towards you, starts to float at a speed that is uncanny. He's standing now before you. Eritros. Cannot be stopped by someone who likes of you. By any of you.
What have you done to them?
Letting them enjoy the show.
I wonder if it's getting too hot for me.
Starts to reach out. Touches you right on your forehead.
That hand away.
Grabs your wrist. You know, I hate to do this to you. I think it's time for you to die, little elf. He starts to speak words in tongues that you cannot hear. You're conscious still. Something is what he's saying is familiar. You're starting to feel your life force just getting pulled away from you.
I'm still frozen though, right?
On the brink of your death. It goes black. You're seeing just fades in like images. Trying to stay conscious. You see someone in the distance kind of stand up. The rest of you, all of your vision starts to get very heavy as you start to go to sleep.
Can I try to spit some poison spray
He's
at it?
using power word kill on you.
If I'm resistant to magical sleep, am I still falling asleep?
What's the
No,
bird's
but you're
name?
completely conscious of this.
I'm just frozen, right?
You're frozen in time.
Sarah, that's how Sarah died.
You see someone stand up. You see.
Am I still invisible too?
Sure. Yeah, you're still invisible. You see Definitely stand up. See attempts to cast something. Bright like purple blues flashes against this gigantic explosion. You're thrown against the wall. All of you are now unconscious. So you kind of collapse to the ground. All the guards come up to grab you. You guys are all taken away. You have been saved onto the brink of death by some entity.
Oh, and I don't know who.
You don't know who. You know. You don't know. And that's where we're going to end tonight's session.
I thought we were gonna lose her.
I know. I was sitting here like, oh my god, are we about to experience another character
flip,
death?
Another PK.
Well, guys, welcome back to Whispers of the Girls at Tabletop Masquerade. We love having you guys here. What a doozy.
Wow.
Stay tuned in for next session. You guys are the best. Thank you guys for joining us on our journey.